What's good, YouTube? It's your boy TSO Sage, and I'm back with another video. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit more hyped this time because this is the last day of my upload streak. 10 straight days, man. 10 straight days. And I ain't gonna lie to you, the second this joint is uploaded, I'm going to sleep. And although trust and believe I'm going to enjoy that sleep, I did have fun doing this. I have no regrets in doing it, and maybe one day I'll do something like it again in the future. But alright, let's talk about the Warriors. This team by far and wide is the best team in the series. Not only is it true literally record-wise, but shit, it ain't even complex. Look at Curry, man. But yet they're still in this series. Why is that? Well, let's find out. So without further ado, if you guys like the video, don't forget to like the video. Let's get right to it. So how did the Warriors become down terrible? Come on now, these niggas got hurt. I can't even play around with it. Like, who doesn't know this shit? Every now and then we have an NBA season where we're like, okay, this team is definitely gonna win the finals as long as blank, blank, and blank stay healthy. But I shit you not, for the Warriors, blank, blank, and blank dead ass got injured. Like, yo, how did Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant all have in their own little way, shape, and form season-ending injuries? Hell, even James Wiseman's injured. Like, yo, I know the world hated these niggas when KD joined them, but damn, someone real life put a curse on them. And I know some of you are gonna be like, oh, but they deserve it. They ruined my league. These are human beings, bro. Nobody deserves to be injured unless you're on some bozo shit like Carmelo. Now, I'm gonna go over this very quickly because I'm pretty sure almost all of you know this, but for those of you that are either A, new to basketball, B, somehow oblivious, or C, hate the Warriors so much that this is gonna hurt your feelings, let me tell you how good Golden State was when they were healthy. The Golden State Warriors were a franchise that won the championship with the 6'3" light skin and Under Armours, and arguably the best 3-and-D wing of all time in Klay Thompson. And how could I forget the glue guy in Draymond Green, who even today, let alone his prime, was one of the more wishy-washy players to rank I've ever seen. Because on one hand, you have the people that are like, Draymond sucks. His defense is overrated, his jump shot isn't that good, and he just kicks my favorite player in the dick. And then on the other hand, you had those guys that were like, Draymond Green is the most important Warrior. And during his prime, some people were even saying they could build a team around Draymond Green. As you can tell, I think there's a very healthy medium here. Draymond is one of those impact players. He does the things that aren't on the stat sheet. And although Draymond by himself, let alone if you built a team around him, obviously would not be that good, Draymond with high-end talent is a very valuable player. I don't know where the hell his jump shot went, but Draymond's one of the better team defenders of all time who could hit the 3-ball and certainly play make every now and then. And I just feel people gave him a lot of shit because he was the third best player on a wild ass team. But back to the Warriors as a whole, because I did just go on a random ass Draymond tangent. Yeah, that guy was their third best player for a minute. And although you could argue they should have had 2 rings, they definitely won a championship, then won 73 games. But then they had Kevin Durant, arguably the best scorer of all time. And as you expect, they basically won the championship until injuries became a problem. Now, throughout this series, the pattern has been when a superstar player leaves your franchise, duh, that's why your team sucks. But I guess to showcase how bad this injury thing is for the Warriors, if they were 100% healthy right now, I guarantee you there's a couple people who think they can win the championship. Even more would say they go to the Western Conference Finals. Most would say the second round, and everyone says they make the playoffs. I know I went on a little bit too long there, but long story short, injuries fucking suck, man. But in Golden State's case, there is one saving grace. There is one good thing that happened because of these injuries. This part is a little headcanon, everything else is facts. Because injuries hold them out of winning the championship in 2019, Kevin Durant didn't necessarily want to just leave the Warriors high and dry, but he still wanted to leave because the whole narrative that he can't win without a super team, which is tough because look what you're playing on today, Kevin, was not only just a thing flying around, it was heard every fucking where. And outside of incident with Draymond Green, KD liked his time in Golden State and essentially made sure that wherever he went, he would be acquired via sign and trade, which long story short allowed the Warriors to get D'Lo and then pack him up for Wiggins in the first. However, the headcanon part of all this is I don't think this happens if Kevin Durant and the Warriors win that title. I think KD is just like, look, man, it was fun. I got my rings, I'm gone. But this wouldn't be the only time that I believe the Warriors got blessed by injury. Yes, it would have been nice to see Steph and Klay last season, but because we didn't, the Warriors sucked and therefore had a high first. Obviously, we know that turns into James Wiseman. We'll talk about Wiseman more in a minute, but even though he's injured right now and Klay's still out, there's a good chance they get that T-Wolves pick, and if they do, whether it's traded or used, that's a really big asset, especially for a team that's a doctor's appointment away from being in the playoffs. But as you can see where this is going, I don't want to cheap you guys out of a video here and do some shit like, how do you fix it? Oh, well, just wait, dude, that's gonna do it for today's video. No, I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Instead, let's talk about something that isn't quite necessarily guaranteed and a very costly decision that we have to look forward to, which is what can the Warriors do to contend next season. Option 1, which by far and wide I would do if I'm Golden State, is fuck it mode. Pascal, pack it up. Wiggins, pack it up. That pick, pack it up. Wiseman, you too, pack it up. LeBron and AD, Kawhi and Paul George, Luka and whoever it will be, Jokic and Murray, I don't give a fuck. Curry and 5, nigga, what's good? We trading for a third star and we balling up. Because I could talk about the injuries holding the Warriors. I could talk about Draymond Green. I could talk about Klay Thompson. But can we please talk about Steph Curry here? You do not waste any more years of this man's career. I don't know why some of you do, but some of you think when I call him a 6'3" light skin in Under Armours, you think I'm hating on Steph Curry? That is my favorite player in the league, including all Lakers. And for real, outside of Kobe Bryant, my second favorite player ever. But either way, listen here, motherfucker. Y'all want straight up Curry praise? I got you. 2016, in my opinion, the best offensive season I've ever seen. A lot of people just say hands down is Kyrie Irving, but bare minimum, I would say Steph Curry has a case to be the most skilled player of all time. When you really think about it, he's probably a top 5 offensive player of all time. Truthfully, everybody does the Kyrie, Kevin Love, don't get hurt thing. I think the Warriors should have won 2-0. I don't think they were losing in 2015, and I damn well don't think they lose if Draymond doesn't get suspended. And I would say quite clearly he's playing the best basketball in the NBA right now. I know, such a Steph hater. Ooh, idiot. There's a good 5-6 hot takes right there that's gonna trigger you, so go ahead, cry in the comment section or something. Oh, but Sage, now you're just dick sucking him. Oh, but you, I can't fucking win no matter what I do. Even with just sheer content creation, by the way. Can't fucking win. Either I don't upload enough, or it's the return of the, oh my God, you're annoying comments. Like, yo, what? I'm uploading every day, that's the issue. Then I don't upload every day, that's the issue. Shut the hell up. But in regards to just me being biased towards Steph Curry, bet, as I just said, even though he's playing the best basketball right now, he's nowhere near an MVP candidate. I know, when you take Curry off the court, they're really, really bad. When you put Curry on the court, they're kind of good. Literally, who hasn't heard that and or doesn't know that? But when has strictly value ever been the premise for winning the MVP award? If it was, LeBron James should have way more than what he does right now. The Warriors are struggling to even make the playoffs, and other players are having fantastic seasons. That's some biased shit to say he's actually an MVP candidate. Man, this video was all over the place. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Warriors going all in. Yeah, Steph Curry's really fucking good at basketball. Klay Thompson's really fucking good at basketball. At worst, he's still gonna be able to shoot the jump shot for those motherfuckers that's gonna act like Klay's gonna be a bum. Draymond with those guys is gonna play really good fucking basketball, and you just can't hold back in this conference. You can't convince me that the Warriors' future is more valuable than rings with Steph Curry. Does that shit even sound right to some of you? Like, no. And who said you can't do both and trade for a younger guy who just happens to be all-star caliber right now? I'm not gonna hold you. If the Warriors acquire another all-star somehow, I fear them way more than I fear every other team in the league. I know the Nets offense talent-wise is better, but Golden State is so built different, like no cap. You can legitimately get up to use the bathroom, not even take a minute, come back, and suddenly the Warriors who were down 4 are up 15. Option 2, I guess, is to keep the young talent, the picks, and ball up, but I just think that's such a waste. Respectfully, I think it's stupid. If you hold back in the West, you're not gonna get the results you want. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself so much, but why the fuck would you hold back if you have him? Oh my God, Sage, I think you're overrating Steph Curry now. And that Warriors team is not gonna be that deadly. You know what? You got it. Cause y'all been doing this to Steph Curry for a long time now. And at this point, I just can't wait for him to prove you wrong yet again. But that's gonna do it for today's video. It's me, boy TSO Sage. I can already tell recording this video is all over the fucking place. I might need to make some edits or some shit to make sure this looks right. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video because it's gonna have to last you for like a good 2-3 days. I'm taking a break. But I tell you what, follow me on Locker Room for more basketball content. Follow me on Twitch to 1, see this video first, and 2, just get TSO content in general. Spoiler alert, it will not always be fucking basketball. Damn, I am a human being. I want to do other shit. Fuck. But 3, and more importantly, if you're gonna only stay on YouTube, that's cool. Just make sure you follow these instructions every time. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you like my content, subscribe. Why the fuck you watching my shit and you're not subscribed? And it's me, boy TSO Sage. I'ma holla at y'all later. Taking a nap, bitch. In the sleep. Take care and stay blessed.
It's young Venom, yeah, I got the cannon. If a nigga talk too much, I gotta blame him. I wonder where the hate come from. Gotta be a dum-dum, undercover someone. You one of my children. Is it the paper, the moolah, the haters, the rumors, the leaked news of me and your shorty in Kama Sutra? I might just shoot you, guns blazing, my little Ruger. It's not a blooper, in the Honda I just maneuver. Italian spot where they serve my fettuccine. Make sure my linguine super steamy and not too creamy. Toasty panini, couple bites to tortellini. Lamborghini. I'm feeling dreamy, phone buzzing, she wanna see me. On my way to the biddy, you know the vibes, bro. My drip is hydro, big waves up in my Tado. I'm in a Tahoe, big body Uber on time home. While me and my driver talking bullshit, smoking tobacco.
We gotta look at this like 10 times, man.
Just trying to do great things in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, yo.